Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurkaina Batrisha binti Muhammad Nazri. My matric number is 081508 and now I will be presenting about the economy of Iran. Okay, first let's start with the geography. Iran is located in West Asia. It has a strategic location with rich natural resources, especially oil and natural gas. These resources give big impact toward Iran in their export. Iran also a country that got influenced by political and global economic conditions. Next is GDP. Iran's economic growth fluctuates. In 2023, its GDP increased around 3.7%, but it is not stable due to global economic change because it depends on external factors. These include economics, policies, global prices, and financial conditions. Okay, next, let's see for the per capita income, inflation, and unemployment. For population, Iran has a growing population of around 91 million people in the 2023. This increased the demand for basic needs. However, the per capita income is not stable because economic output is slow. The biggest challenge is inflation. Inflation in Iran is very high, between 30% to 40%. This increases the cost of living. Lastly, the unemployment rate has decreased slightly to around 7 to 8%, showing some new job opportunities. Okay, now let's look at the economic growth and economic development. Now, what is the difference between economic growth and economic development? Economic growth is just about the increase in GDP, but economic development is about improving the people's quality of life, like health and education. For example, in 2023, Iran showed economic growth because the GDP increased, but it did not lead to economic development. Why? Because the high inflation reduced the people's purchasing power, so the quality of life did not improve. And now, let's take a look at the fiscal policy, monetary policy, and inflation. Let's look at how Iran managed its economy and handle inflation. First, Iran used fiscal policy. This refers to government spending and taxation. In Iran, the government invests in important sectors like agriculture and infrastructure. This helps to increase production and create more jobs opportunities. Government spending can support the economy, but it must be managed carefully. Okay, next, let's see for the monetary policy. This policy controls the money supply and interest rates. In Iran, increasing the money supply can lead to inflation because when too much money in the circulation, the value will drop. Therefore, proper monetary controls is needed to keep prices stable. This brings us to inflation. Inflation in Iran is very high and persistent, usually ranging between 30% and 40% plus, and it reached 44.6% in 2023. This continuous rise in the prices of goods and services reduces the purchasing power of money, which negatively impacts people's economic conditions. Okay, for the last one, let's discuss the main challenges and issues faced by Iran's economy. They are: first, high inflation. As mentioned before, the persistent rise in prices reduced the purchasing power of people and caused many people struggles to afford basic needs. For the second one, an unstable economy. Iran's economy fluctuates heavily from year to year, cause businesses and investors faces higher risk, difficult to plan long-term development for Iran. For the third one, which is population pressure. A growing population increases the demand for resources, food, and public services. If supply is not enough, it may cause shortage that leads to inflation. And the fourth, lastly, weak economic development. Even when the country shows growth in GDP, it is considered weak because the real quality of life for the people does not improve at the same rate. Many people still face financial difficulties. This shows of imbalance in economic development of Iran. In conclusion, managing the economy of Iran is very complex. While the country can achieve economic growth, it faces major internal and external challenges, especially high inflation and an unstable economy. The use of proper fiscal policy and monetary policy is very important to control prices, create jobs, and improve the real quality of life for the people. All the data and facts in this poster are fully supported by the journal articles listed in my references section here. That is all for my presentation. Thank you very much for your time.